Speedrunning the Eye of Cthulhu is not an uncommon thing. In fact, it's one of the most speedrun categories for Terraria. So normally, most people make use of throwing knives, shurikens, and grenades found in wooden chests for taking out the eye. But what if we couldn't use those, and instead use summoner weapons throughout the entire run? Well, let's just say this took a lot longer than you think to complete. So let's just lay out the ground rules. Randomly generated worlds, new character, classic mode, no major abuses or glitches, tool damage may happen on accident, and NPC and fallen star damage is valid as I have little control over them and are kinda funny. With that, we can start running attempts. You'll notice I start all my attempts by hitting trees for food, so I can get that speed boost and traverse the world faster. I'm also currently looking for hill caves, in hopes of getting the most important item needed for an Eye of Cthulhu speedrun, the suspicious looking eye, which can sometimes be found from chests in the cavern layer. Now what about our summon weapon of choice? Out of the 3 potential options that don't require an existing weapon to obtain, I'm aiming for the Finch Staff, which has a 1 in 3 chance of being found from living wood chests and living trees. And after 7 attempts with no living tree in sight, we finally find our first living tree on attempt 8. Yeah, I didn't have one. This starts to become a recurring pattern.
Oh, peach. Alright, that's an apricot. That's a peach. Oh, it's nice of it. Wait, hold on. I don't think there's gonna be living wood trees here. I mean, no. Oh, wait, holy crap! There's a pyramid. What did I get? Oh, wow, there's a sandstorm. Oh, wait, wow. Oh, and gave me a. Okay, sure. Oh god, bees. Okay, wait, we're juking them. I can't do anything. Oh my god.
Terraria. Almost run. This is Indiana Jones' scene, bro. What the?
You tried really hard on it. Go fish, my goat.
Oh, I got it! Now, after obtaining a Finch Staff on attempt 66, you might be wondering, Kepples, why build houses? Well, there's something I haven't told you about the Finch Staff. With only 1 minion slot, it isn't strong enough to take out the eye within a single night, mostly due to the eye's 10 defense during the first phase, which subtracts the Finch Staff down to 1 or 2 damage per hit. However, another summon weapon I can obtain at this stage is the Leather Whip, which can be bought from the Zoologist for around 10 gold, which only appears after 10% of the bestiary is unlocked, which I must get before the first night. So what happened to attempt 66? Well, I died, didn't get enough bestiary, and I didn't find an eye summon, so let's move on. Thankfully, only 2 attempts later I would get another chance. I started off by finding a pyramid containing a sandstorm in a bottle, and then by searching the other direction, I found a Finch Staff, built houses, found another gold critter, and also quickly found a suspicious looking eye. But there was a problem. Even though I had been searching more actively for more bestiary entries, I never managed to get the Zoologist, as I had only 33 entries by nightfall instead of the required 54. Still, let's try fighting the eye anyways. And yep, the eye left being just a couple HP shy of the second phase. I would also find another Finch Staff on the very next attempt, except once again, I never found the eye summon, and my bestiary progress was even lower at just 26 entries. Since getting the Finch Staff was very inconsistent, I decided to switch it up and start going for the one summon weapon I haven't mentioned yet, the Abigail's Flower, which occasionally spawns near gravestones. Now much like the Finch Staff, Abigail's Flower cannot defeat the eye with just a single minion slot. In fact, it's even worse. However, Abigail's Flower doesn't rely on world generation, meaning I can theoretically obtain it in more runs by spending a bit of time placing gravestones early on. Speaking of which, it wasn't until attempt 93 where I found another decent chance. This run starts off with a jungle right next to spawn, then finding an eye summon in around 3 minutes. It was at this point where I went home to place a couple gravestones. Afterwards, I crafted a bed and slept to speed up the growing process. Yeah, I never got one to spawn. But then, finally, on attempt 100, I drowned in a cave. Now, there is another item I hadn't fully considered yet, that being the sharpening station. By holding a melee weapon or tool, I would be able to give my summons 12 armor penetration, easily bypassing the eye's defense and allowing me to kill it in reasonable time. Originally, I was against using this as, oh, melee weapon, so scary. But since all the damage dealt is still summon damage, I ended up allowing it, and this one tweak would completely change how I approach future attempts. So I started looking for sharpening stations in underground jungle caverns during runs, as they don't spawn anywhere else. And on attempt 114, on attempt 116, I found one. Never found an eye summon or a minion that attempt though, so it didn't matter. Attempt 121, however, was interesting.
Oh, there's food. Sharpening station up there. Oh my god. I forgot to grab our loom. Wait.
Of course, another attempt destroyed by Abigail not spawning. Seriously, why am I still trying for Abigail? Now, you may remember me mentioning that there were only 3 options that we could obtain without a weapon. But what if we did have an existing weapon? Well, I'd like to introduce the Flink Staff, which is a minion that can kill the eye in time without the help of additional minion slots or a sharpening station. The catch? It requires a trip to the underground snow for its required 6 Flinks fur. I would get my first attempt at a Flink Staff during attempt 129. I do find a Finch Staff early on, but time is wasted in the underground jungle by going down the incorrect entrance. The other thing you will want for the Flink strats is a hill cave on the snow side, as otherwise you have to mine down like I do here, which burns a ton of time. In the end, I gave up on this attempt, since it was already almost nighttime, and I didn't even find an eye summon anyways. At this point, I finally given up on the Abigail strats, and instead a hard focus on finding the Finch Staff during future attempts.
Oh god. Oh, they've countered me. I would have liked to have an. Ooh, wait, what's this? A statue. Oh, what the? I didn't know it was that low.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm out of blocks. Quick, land on the sand. Oh, I just killed something. Okay.
Oh no, it's over.
Just gonna have the eye summon. Oh, it actually does. I just lost like all my health. Oh, jeez.
Originally the plan for this video is to have like a sub 10-minute run, but at this point I'm just going for an actual finished run. Finally, on attempt 172, I would get my best chance yet. I started by moving right into the desert, where I find a flying carpet, which I'm gonna be honest I prefer over the sandstorm since it allows me to cross large horizontal gaps, provides more consistent horizontal movement, and allows you to stop fall damage considerably easier. So I used the carpet to find a Finch Staff less than 2 minutes into the run. Since I'm already on the jungle side, I checked for a sharpening station, only to find the rest of my jungle cave blocked off by the temple. At least I had found the eye summon a bit earlier. Then after crossing multiple biomes and breaking through trees, I reached the snow biome around 6 minutes in, and the world blessed us with an accessible hill cave. So I traveled down to a minecart track where I could farm Flinkses for the Flink Staff. However, there's another problem I hadn't considered. The Finch Staff really sucks at hitting the Flinkses due to their small size, and they also have defense much like the eye. It took 8 minutes to kill 4 Flinkses to get enough for the staff, and yet I still needed to get platinum, wasting even more time. And once I headed back home, I forgot where to craft it for 2 minutes straight, then summoned the boss and had it leave like a minute later. So after that abysmal failure, I continued doing more attempts the following day. Attempt 174 blessed us with not just 1, but 2, 3, 4, 5 lemons in a row. Now getting the run we need is inevitable. We just need the stars to align.
Oh, Fortnite. I am the humble pharaoh and you are the stupid vultures. Ah, you can't get in. What'd they say? Might be hype, actually. And yeah, it doesn't lie. I think it's over. It's not possible to be worth it at all. Wait. All that effort, all that big brain thinking.
So after 204 failed attempts, the 205th attempt starts off real good with a near immediate food drop, and a nearby wooden chest gave me access to a wood supply and torches early on. A living wood chest found later contains our beloved Finch Staff, and with a good reforge as well. We arrived at the jungle a little under 3 minutes in, and wasted a little time trying to reach the underground jungle cave. Next, while the first cabin doesn't give us much, the second cabin does give us a sharpening station, meaning only the eye summon remains.
Boomstick. We have a lot of stuff, actually. No. And there, another one. I have opened so many chests, and there's nothing. Something.
And just like that, all we need to do now is fight the eye.
Get him. Yes. We are almost at the second phase. Okay, second phase. Oh. Cooking him. Oh, just. Come on. Is the guy gonna steal the kill? Yes! Oh my god. He's dead. Dude. 14 minutes, 41 seconds. I'm so happy. It's done. We won.
And that is how I defeated the Eye of Cthulhu on the first night with only summoner damage. Can it be done faster? Most certainly. Can it be done without a sharpening station? Also most certainly. I think there's definitely more strategies I hadn't fully considered yet. But that's gonna be it for me. If you enjoyed this, feel free to subscribe. If you're interested in seeing more content like this, I generally stream on these days, which currently I'm aiming to get the world record for the fastest Eye of Cthulhu kill time. Feel free to stop by. And if you want to see the full summoner only run from this video unedited, you can watch that right here. This video took so long to make that now we have 8 members. Thank you all, and thanks for watching.